While the masses spend their days dominated by doubt, distraction, and dead ends, the masters go through their day on fire. My friend, welcome to the Fire Zone.
Well, here's some crazy news. A 12 or 13-year-old real estate company named Compass just acquired a whole package of the largest and oldest real estate franchises in America. That's right. And I think there's a lesson to learn from it. Hey there, it's your coach, Kevin Ray Ward, with your Fire Zone message of the day. So Robert Reffkin, the founder and CEO, or co-founder and CEO of Compass Real Estate, has built one of the biggest real estate companies, biggest real estate franchises in America in 13 years. What he did this week was acquired Anywhere Realty, which Anywhere is the umbrella company that owns Century 21, Coldwell Banker, ERA, Sotheby's, Corcoran, all these different brands that are some of the biggest, longest lasting brands in the real estate game. When I got in real estate, the number one real estate company in the world was Century 21. And that was in 1998. They were larger than anybody else. Right behind them were Coldwell Banker and Remax, and they were all massive. And then Keller Williams came along and basically surpassed them all. And this week, Compass, a 13-year-old company, bought all these guys for $1.6 billion. Not they didn't buy Keller Williams or Remax, but the Anywhere brand with Century 20 and Coldwell Banker and all these big brands. They bought them. They acquired them in one transaction. And I'm like, whoa. Now, there are obvious questions like, how's that going to affect the real estate industry? How's that going to affect NAR? Because NAR has been in conflict with that, with Compass and all that kind of stuff. And Compass has now just made themselves probably the biggest real estate company in America, I'm pretty sure. And over 300,000 agents they're going to have now, which is insane. That's going to be huge power, especially with conflicts they've been having with NAR. But anyway, here's what's crazy to me. Like, how's that going to affect agents and how they do this? But to me, that's the wrong question. There was one person that was asking a very different question, and that is Robert Reffkin. And Robert Reffkin is asking a different set of questions. His questions are, how can I build the biggest real estate empire in America and maybe in the world? How do I do that? And as a young guy, I think maybe not now, but when he started, he was like in his 20s or 30s. And he looks like a kid. And yet he's built this multi-billion-dollar company and just in one fell swoop acquires another $1.6 billion company with the biggest real estate brands in America, some of the biggest real estate brands in America, just like that. Why? Because he asks a different set of questions than the average real estate person. He just does. He asks the questions about, how can I build an empire? And guess what he built? An empire. And I look at that and I'm like, whoa, there's a whole different level of thinking. So here's your question for the day, and here's your challenge. What if I change the questions I was asking and stop asking small questions and start asking the big questions? What if? What would it take? Who would I have to become to do something epic, legendary, world-changing? He doesn't work harder than you. He doesn't work harder than me. He just asks a different set of questions, and that brings a different result into his life.
You've been listening to another Yes Masters Fire Zone video, a story or a strategy designed to help you go into the day with the fire, to stay focused and productive and to get more done every day. If you want more motivation, strategy, and support to grow your business on a daily basis, join our Yes Masters community at yesmasters.com and fan the flames of your success today.